Hi guys, welcome back to another Yonder Mountain review. Today I'm hoping to answer a lot of the questions that you guys have had about the ALLPOWERS R600 power unit and the solar panel. I've had a stack of questions via Instagram and a few via YouTube as well. Obviously people are quite keen about understanding a little bit more about this, and especially considering the price as well. I'll come on to that in just a short while. ALLPOWERS kindly sent us this unit about 3 weeks ago, and I've actually used it quite extensively as well. Now I think that's a really important thing. It's not like I've just got it out of the box, put it on the table, and I'm now reading some spec. I'm telling you some real life experiences that I've had on a couple of multi-day trips with this unit and with the solar panel as well. So fingers crossed guys, we'll be able to answer some of your questions, and I'm going to show you some of the basics about this. I'm not a particularly technical bloke. I'm not going to get into, how, the electrics of this thing is and all of that type of thing. For me, it's functionality, usability, and actually what this brings to your camp. So let's have a look. Fantastic. So this is the ALLPOWERS R600 power station. This is a 299 watt hour unit, 600 watt. And the other thing we've got here, of course, is the solar panel from ALLPOWERS as well. The solar panel, you don't have to have the two. It's a 100 watt solar panel, this one. You can have them individually. So if you didn't want to go the extra, I think it's about 100 quid for the solar panel, you can just buy the actual unit and then upgrade to that later if you want to. See how you get on with just the power unit itself. But of course, if you're out and about and you haven't got the solar panel for charging it, you can either plug it into the 12 volt in the car, or, if you're out and about, you can plug it into the main somewhere to give you full charge. But of course, if you've got the solar panel, where all you've got to do is get yourself outside and let it soak up the rays, and before you know where you are, you're back up to 100%. So this is the 600 watt pure Cinewave power unit, and it will take up to a peak of 1200 watts. Now what that means in real terms is all of your appliances and things that you're wanting to use and either charge up off this or power off it, when you look at the little white label on the actual product itself, it usually tells you what the power output is. Anything up to 600 watt is sweet with this particular device, with a peak of up to 1200. You've got 2 3-pins. I'll go through the ins and outs of it in just a minute, but the battery on this as well, unlike the older models which had a lifespan of about, 4-5 years, and then you would have to reinvest because the battery cells had gone dried up or whatever, this has got a long life lithium battery on this as well. So ALLPOWERS state you can get around about 10 years usage out of this, which for me is absolutely top class. These generators can be loud. I know I have used or had the use of some in the past, and they're noisy. They've got that whirring noise, and you know what? It's the last thing that you want when you're chilling out somewhere in the wilderness, isn't it? And you want your charging gear up, or maybe you're charging things overnight. You don't want them to be noisy. This is whisper quiet. In actual fact, you can't really hear it at all. If you're plugging in lamps, if you're charging laptops, drones, devices, all of this type of thing, it's absolutely whisper quiet, which is absolutely top class. It's Cinewave. I'm not going into the full details of that simply because I'm not really quite sure myself, but what I can tell you is it gives you uninterrupted power supply, which is top class. You can charge 8 individual devices off this as well, simultaneously, by the way, which for me is an absolute belter. And I've actually used 3 or 4 devices all at one time whilst charging my phone wirelessly as well. And it really packs a punch without a doubt. I'll go through the details, like I said, in just a minute for you. Talking about the wireless charger, how many times have you been out on camp and you forgot your cable, or your cable's been destroyed, or the cable's wet, or sometimes you get water ingress on the actual phone device itself and you kind of plug it in. It's happened to me loads of times. You get that little drip mark on the screen. Wait, it doesn't matter. Just plug it. Don't plug it. You just place it on the top of the actual unit and it'll wirelessly charge. It's 15 watt wireless charging. I'll go through some of the charging times of these things and exactly what it can do in just a minute for you. Do you know what? It's quite lightweight as well. Talk about gives you, bang for your buck. 5.8 kilograms this is, which is great. As far as the charging is concerned, so when you've used it and this thing is dead, if you plug this into the mains, in actual fact, ALLPOWERS state that it'll charge in about an hour. Now, I've put this to the test, and if you're plugging it into the mains at home or wherever you may be, you know, you might be, I don't know, at a cafe or a motorway truck stop or whatever, and it's dead and you're wanting to recharge it again. If you plug it into the mains, 1 hour, 12 minutes is what I've timed it at, and that was from dead to fully charged, good to go. I think that's pretty good. So what do you get for your money? At the time of recording, full retail price on the ALLPOWERS site is £209.99, which I think is a very good price. What do you get with it? It comes very, very well packaged, incidentally. Very well packaged indeed, so you know it's going to be protected. That was one of the first things that I noticed, because the build quality of this is solid. It's a solid bit of kit. It'll really put up with a bit of aggravation when you're out in the wild. And on my last camp, do you know what? I actually found that it got a little bit wet because the conditions were terrible. Absolutely no bother at all. So you get the unit, and then of course you get a nice little bag here. And in fairness, no surprises. This just comes with your mains power adapter. So if you're just going to buy the actual power unit itself, that's what you get. Right, let's take a look at the front of this thing and let's see exactly what you can plug in. So guys, first things first, of course, you get your two 3-pin plug sockets there. Incidentally, you'll notice that this button here, if you're wanting to use and power these or activate the power to these, you've got to activate that. So you've got the two 3 pins. You've also got your 12-volt adapter there. That's for your to plug into your cigarette lighter, and also various other devices there as well. One of the things I particularly like about this is the actual screen itself. A, it's high definition. B, it tells you exactly what's going on. We're 100% full power there, and you can also see it tells you on the bottom there how many days or hours you've got left on it. It also tells you your wattage input and your wattage output. Absolutely spot on. Nice little touch, this one as well. You've got your light with 2 settings. That is actually very bright. And then you've got your strobe SOS on there as well, which is really, really handy to have. This is your power button. And you quite literally just hold it down to turn it off and hold it down to turn it back on. It just does a little bit of a calibration first. So moving down, again, you've got 4 little sockets here. So the top ones, these are USB-C 100-watt charging ports. And underneath, you've got the standard USB-A, which is the 18-watt standard DC power, as you can see there. And again, to activate this section, you've got to push that button to get that going as well. Real nice touch on the top. You've got your wireless charging there for your mobile phone, 15 watts. Literally put your phone on, job's a good one. So for charging this unit on the side, you've got this this little flap here, which tells you you've got your little 3-pin AC charger, and also for your solar panel as well. So you open that up, and this is what you've got. So there you've got, that's where you, obviously the mains charger. It's also got on there as well, that is a circuit breaker. Not that it's needed, of course, and also charging there via your solar panel. Right, let's have a look and see exactly what we can get charged up here. I haven't got 8 devices, but what I have got is something plugged in here, and I'm using the 2 USBs to simultaneously charge things up. No camp is complete without your Himalayan rock lamp, so that will run as long as you want. Absolutely fantastic. I'm charging up my DJI Mini 2 drone. These are there's 3 batteries in there. That's on charge as we speak at the minute, and I've got a high power head torch, which is also currently charging up there as well. So there's 3 things, and still you've got another 3-pin. You've got your 2 USB-Cs there. You've got your 12-volter there as well, and of course, don't forget your wireless charging on top. So all in all, you can see this is a versatile bit of kit. Maybe I can help put this into perspective. I like to deal with things in real terms. I've used this out on a couple of multi-day, 3- and 4-day car camps. And the first trip I was away for 4 nights, 3 days. I charged my phone. This is the Samsung S21 I charged that from flat to full twice. I charged the drone batteries from flat to full twice. I also charged this high power torch from flat to full. I also charged my Sunblesser head torch from flat to full 3 or 4 times. I had a similar lamp to this that was running. Have a look on my previous videos. That ran every single night from about 4 p.m. till midnight-ish. That was on full scale, constant. And I also charged my USB Bluetooth speaker as well. All of that over a 3-day period, and this thing came back with 37% on it. Obviously I didn't charge it. I didn't use the solar panel on that one, but that'll give you the real terms. That's what I've found using this out on a camp. So that's the power station. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of what this thing's capable of. This is my honest opinion. I don't care that a company sent us some gear. It makes no difference to me. If something's crap, I'll tell you it's crap. But what I've used with this so far, I'm actually over the moon. In fact, I'll go as far as to say this is an actual game changer. Don't get us wrong. You're not powering, all kinds of, you're not powering washing machines and all of this type of thing. And TVs and refrigerators for hours and hours and hours and days on end. Of course you're not. You can do that. I'll put a list of the things that you can power up from this as well. And it does include things like mini fridges, fans, charging your laptop, charging your drones, as you've seen. So it's very, very versatile. Anyway, that's the power unit. Let's take a look at the solar panel. We'll start with the price, $109.99 and $209.99 for the power unit itself. It's not massively expensive. This is the ALLPOWERS SP027 100W solar panel. It comes exactly as it is here, which is great. Weight wise, 3.6 kilograms. You'll see a couple of key things. Firstly, a nice handle, good build quality as well. The material's nice, mega strong Velcro. And then what happens is this just opens out, as you can see, into the solar panel itself. On the back, you can see you've got your pouch here for all of the cables. These are the main connecting cables to get it straight onto the power unit itself. So everything is in there for you, nice and easy. And it does also come with various other connecting cables, mini adapters, and a canny little book which is in Chinese. The connectivity of the solar panel it's a universal connector. It's called an MK4, Mike Kilo 4 connector. It's a universal connector. So if you've already got another solar panel, or you've got one existing, or you've already got another generator, that should be the right connector for it anyway. Of course, this comes with it. One of the things I was thinking about was, if you're out and about, firstly, what happens if it's mega hot? Is this thing going to be like heat resistant? The answer is yes, 100%. And secondly, if it's pissing down, because we get days in the UK where it's beautiful sunshine, but it's raining as well. Well, don't worry about it. ALLPOWERS have thought about it, and this is waterproof nylon as well. So it is high temperature and rain resistant. I don't think it's fully waterproof, mind you. We're dealing with electricals at the end of the day. As far as I was kind of wondering, how much of a conversion are you getting from the sunlight into actual usable power, charging that bad boy up? So you get a 22% conversion rate. Now, ALLPOWERS have compared this particular product to similar ones on the market, and normally you get an 18 to 20% conversion rate. This is sunlight to usable energy, and this comes with a 22% conversion. Like I said, weight-wise, 3.6 kilograms, so it's not adding a huge amount. Don't get us wrong, you're not going wild camping with this thing strapped to your back, are you? But if you're in the car, you're in a motorhome, or if you want it in the for the powering up your shed or whatever, these types of things are absolutely top class. Now, the other thing is as well, I was thinking to myself, well, 100 watt, because I was thinking about getting one for the van, my camper van anyway. I was thinking 100 watt, what about if I want 200 watt or 400 watt? Well, these things you can connect together in parallel as well, which is absolutely great. So you can actually add to it. You can have like a train of these things powering up your supply. So really, really good, really good. Dimensions wise as well, just so you can put this into some kind of perspective. So you've got 190 centimeters length wise. That's 46 inches by 65 centimeters, which is 25.6 inches. And the thickness of it, it's wafer. There's absolutely note at all. Let's get down to the important bit here. It's all about the money, isn't it? Let's face it. So I've given you the prices of the two individual. You can buy it on Amazon, and it shows on Amazon at £499. Forget about that. Go to ALLPOWERS direct, because at the minute they're selling the full system for £309 sterling. I don't know what it's going to be like for different parts of the world, but I'm in the UK, so I'll give you the UK prices. There's a link in the video description. Click on the link and have a look and see what you guys think of this thing. So the two things here, everything that you've seen, £309 and 99 pence, which I think, if that alone, I think for what you're getting here, you know, considering this is going to last, what, 10, 15 years? Absolute total game changer. It'll transform your camps for sure, and especially if people are getting out car camping like I've been kind of recently. Real game changer. Incidentally, I'm not trying to flog you anything here. I'm here to give you a proper honest review, give you the link, and if I can give you some discounts, there's that magic word, we're all the better for it. It's all about, you know, we're in a cost of living crisis here, man. It's about saving some pennies, isn't it? So this is how you save some pennies. When you go onto the link in the description and you go on and you click on it, let's say you want to select it and you want to buy it, when you go to the actual checkout itself, put in the discount code YONDERMOUTAINADVENTURES, and that will give you a unique 10% discount. So what does that mean in real terms? Well, you can forget about your £309.99. It's now £279.99, 280 quid. There you go. Yonder Mountain Adventures. That's the discount code. Click on the link in the description and go for it if you are wanting to get one. As far as limitations of this thing's concerned, I'm kind of struggling, to be honest, because it's a 600. It's not one of these 1500 watt ones or 2500 watt ones, but charging laptops, drones, phones, all kinds of mobile devices, running things like refrigerators, you know, and lamps and all of these types of things. Charge it on the go, plug it into the mains. You know, it's unbelievable. And in actual fact, what you can do with this as well is when you're driving around, so on your multi-day trips, you can plug the 12 volt into the 12 volt on the car, and as you're driving, this thing can be charging up anywhere. So as far as I'm concerned, for a multi-day or as long as you want, I'll be using it when I'm going up the Highlands and all kinds of stuff. As far as I'm concerned, because you can charge it on the move anyway, you've got unlimited power. Like, it's basically class. Well, I hope that's helped, guys. I know there was a hell of a lot of questions about it, and I've tried to cram everything in. I didn't want the video to be hour long, so hopefully that's answered your questions. Any more questions, feel free. Messages on Instagram, Yonder Mountain Adventures. Put a comment on this video as well. I'll read all comments and respond to them as well. And any questions that you've got, if I can answer them, of course I will. And if not, I can get the guys at ALLPOWERS. They're a great setup, actually very, very helpful. So I hope that has helped answer those questions for you. You'll have probably seen it on my last video, and I think the video before that, where it's been in use out on a car camp. I'm going to be using this thing, so do stay tuned. There's going to be many more adventures where this thing's going to be used out in the field, quite literally. You can see for yourself. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for watching. I know a lot of people quite like the gear review ones, but also a lot of people like to just see us out wild camping and out car camping and heading out into beautiful places up in the Highlands and things like that. So there'll be splatterings of little gear reviews here or there, but it should serve a purpose for you guys anyway. If you're liking this type of content, guys, help out the channel, give us a thumbs up, send us a comment, click on subscribe so you can keep up with the episodes and see what I'm getting up to. You know, I love reading all the comments as well, so be dead interested to see what you guys think. Stay tuned, we've got loads of adventures coming up. I've got some time off work. We're going to take the Battlestar Galactica. We're heading up for multi-day trips into the back of beyond. I've got more modifications to come, and loads and loads of adventures, guys, so stay tuned. So what's left to say? You know exactly what's coming. You know, get up off the settee, get away from the TV screens, get away from the news and the radio and the newspapers and Facebook and all the doom and gloom and all the bollocks that's going on. It just drags you down. Get yourself up, get your backpack on, get down the local woods, get out into the middle of nowhere. The most important thing is go and soak up some prescription nature. Right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you, and we'll see you on the next Yonder Mountain adventure. Bye for now.